Hey y'all, theme park stuff here. And for a couple of my videos, I've been explaining my top 5 favorite roller coasters of all time. I've never really gone deep into my top 5 favorite roller coasters of all time. Ironically enough, I've made a video about not going in depth about my top 5 roller coasters of all time with my 60-second top 5 roller coasters. But I think that if you have been watching my channel for a while, then you would know what my top 5 favorite roller coasters are. But today I'm going to be going very deep into the top 5 favorite roller coasters of all time. I'm unable to use a lav mic today because I can only film it on my father's phone, and it won't work for mine. But without further ado, let's go. So at my number 5, it's going to have to be Top Thrill 2. Top Thrill 2 is certainly a world-class ride. It has some of the greatest moments on any roller coaster in the world. Although its first launch isn't world-class, it still has a bunch of different moments. The spike being my favorite, with you just going further and further up, the whole world shrinking. It's just absolute perfection. The top hat's good too, has some great airtime at the top, and the spiral down is great. The raw sense of speed is immaculate, it's perfection, impeccable. But the one flaw is maybe there isn't enough variety with the ride. There is a bit of a rattle in there, but nothing too bad. If you're going 120 miles per hour, then you're not looking at the rattle. But overall, it's a pretty great ride. It's definitely worthy of my 5th favorite roller coaster of all time, and it's amazing. At my number 4, it's gonna have to be Air Force One. Air Force One is an absolute insane roller coaster. Definitely one of the most intense on this list. It has many intense elements. It has some of the greatest inversions in the world. It has an amazing stall. The Raven Truss dive's great. The stall, and I already talked about the stall. The arcade roll is amazing. The roll after the arcade roll is exactly like the arcade roll. It's also amazing. It also has amazing airtime. Probably the best airtime on any roller coaster in the world, not gonna lie. It has a great first drop. It has a speed hill that's amazing after the Raven Truss dive going into the stall. It has an insane Outer Bank top hat that feels like it's never gonna end. It has a double up, which is personally probably one of my favorite airtime moments on any roller coaster in the world. It reminds me a lot about Maverick's ejector Camelback Hill, which, spoiler alert, did not make this list. I just wanted a better variety, but I only got to ride it once. So going back to Air Force One, I rode this a total of 20 times. It is absolute insanity. When I first went to the park back in March, I didn't feel as impressed by the attraction, probably because it was a really cold day and it wasn't running that fast. But 3 months later, getting to ride it in the end of May, it is absolutely insane. It was running super fast. The ride operator said that it was running so fast that they had to close 2 rows. I don't know if that had anything to do with the speed, but it was insane. And I had bruises on my thighs afterwards. The airtime on the quad down is absolutely insane. Almost too much, but it's never too much for theme park stuff. I'm sorry, that was very corny, I'm sorry. But that's it for Air Force One. Definitely worthy of the number 4 spot. I was going back and forth on Air Force One and the number 3, but for my number 3 spot, I ultimately decided on Fury 325 at Carowinds. Man, what a ride. Almost as good of airtime as Air Force One. Definitely one of the best drops in the world. Never ending. Definitely not the most forceful drop. It's just not ending. The drop is insane. Absolute perfection. The variety on its turns and stuff, it's great. It has insane pacing. The layout is great. The treble clef is amazing. Has some great funky lateral airtime. And it's just overall an insane roller coaster. And the camelbacks at the end are definitely my favorite parts of the ride. They're insane. I had to put my hands down when we went into the tunnel. That's how close it gets. And at my number 2 spot, Velocicoaster at Islands of Adventure. Insane pacing, great layout. It's just overall an insane roller coaster, and topping it off with insane theming, perfection. Definitely worthy of the #1 spot, but it's just outweighed by my #1 roller coaster. But I'm gonna go in a bit deeper with Velocicoaster. You start with one of the greatest launches of all time, with the first launch. I think that the first launch is insane, but the second launch is definitely better. After you go through this twister section with some insane airtime pops, laterals, turns, pretty much every single force in the world, you go into this tunnel where you meet the absolutely insane second launch. It looks a lot like Terran. I wouldn't know because I haven't ridden Terran because I haven't gone to Europe. But it has a great second launch. It rockets you up to 70 miles per hour and into an insane top hat. The top hat definitely isn't the best top hat I've been on. Ironically enough, it's probably the only top hat I've been on that comes after a launch, but it got pretty sad. But I think I had a great top hat. The drop is great. It's not the best drop in the world, but the stall is also really good. Not as good as Air Force One stall, but the twister section afterwards more than makes up for the flaws before. It has a great outer bank that it's really snappy. It has some great ejector. It has another great 90-degree twisty thing, just like it had before. It has 2 wave turns that remind me of Lightning Rod's wave turns a lot. If you haven't ridden Lightning Rod yet, I totally recommend you to go ride it. It's amazing, but didn't make this list. And then you hit definitely the best moment on the ride, the Mosasaurus roll. You get ejected out of your seat. You feel like you're gonna get ejected into the water. It's super snappy. It's a lot like the arcade roll, but boosted. It's insane. Definitely the best moment on maybe any roller coaster. Definitely not any roller coaster, but definitely one of. But #1, Iron Gwazi at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. This is definitely the best roller coaster in the world. Nothing is better than this. It has the best drop in the world, definitely the best moment on any roller coaster, the best airtime moment, period. The drop is insane. It has an insane Outer Bank top hat, another insane moment. The death roll is also perfection. It's not really snap, it's more of you just getting dragged down in the back row, because I only got to ride it in the back row, because I only got one ride, because the operations are absolute shoot. And after that, you go into a great cutback inversion. Well, not really an inversion. In the station, they say it has 3 inversions. They say it's an inversion, but it's more of 140 degrees overbanked. And then you hit a wave turn, which is absolute perfection. Great air time. It just feels like it's never going to end. You're kind of dangling there sideways. You go into a few little hills, then into a stall, which is great. You go into the trick track, into the final drop, which is also perfection, into the brakes. The brakes don't hit you like a truck, like people say it does, but the brakes on Air Force One definitely do. But that concludes the ride experience. It is absolute perfection. I was lost of thoughts, not a loss of words, a loss of thoughts. I couldn't even explain how insane that ride was. Definitely the best roller coaster in the world. Thank you for watching, everyone. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I make a lot of great content. It would really help for you to subscribe, all the good stuff. If you have a roller coaster that didn't make the top 10, feel free to type it down in the comments. I love your feedback. And thank you for watching, and goodbye.